Right. Hello, love. This time around we have another beer review, and you know, since it's European Championship time, obviously we've got Euro 2024 coming up. You know, I thought I'd review a European beer, which is pretty fucking redundant since most of the beers I review are also European, almost entirely. And just to top it off, I've got a European football jersey on, Sweden, or Sverige, which is a team that are not actually in the Euros this season. They didn't qualify. So yeah, I like the jersey though. I mean, never really seen this logo before. Svenska Fotbollförbundet, which means something in Swedish, obviously. I mean, I just seen it in TK Maxx and I thought, you know what, I've never worn a Swedish jersey before. This is the first time for everything, so I have now lost my wearing a Swedish football jersey virginity. That was a mouthful. Just like losing your virginity. If you play your cards right, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I'm not Swedish, but I have been told I kind of look Swedish. And they didn't really say it in a sort of, wow, you look kind of Swedish. Kind of like they said, you look like, if you grew a beard, you'd look like the fat one out of ABBA. I think his name's Benny. So yeah, that's what they said, I'd look like the fat guy out of ABBA if I grew a beard. So technically that means I'd look Swedish. You know, whatever. But nonetheless, this one is a Portuguese beer. It's called Sagres, or Sagres as they pronounce it in Portugal. It's Cerveja deste 1940. Don't know what that is in Portuguese, but you know. Yeah, got a couple of little Portuguese shields on it. It's Mons Selection, Bruxelles Selection, Direct Quality. And there's a load of other stuff with writing that is way too small to be legible. Yeah, this is a 330ml bottle and it is 5.0%. Now, I've always called this the Nando's beer because this is what they sell in Nando's. You know, I mean, I don't go to Nando's very often because, you know, I like to have food that's, you know, that's got a bit of liquids and a bit of moisture in it. Whereas Nando's is basically like dehydration on a plate. You know, you just order anything from there. Within like 5 minutes, you're just like, you know, pure spitting feathers and that, you know, dry Avitas. So I'm not a big fan of Nando's, I'll be honest. But I'll show you the bottle. It's a Portuguese restaurant run by a South African, which is interesting, isn't it? And it's mostly based in England. Yeah, Sagres, Cerveja. Here's that Portuguese shields that you see on like Portuguese stuff. There's the back of the bottle, you know, some stuff like ingredients and whatnot. There's barcodes if you want to scan it somehow, and there's your bottle top as well. Yeah, so I don't really know what the Portuguese shield symbolises. It's basically like a shield with 5 other shields inside it. Shieldception, you know. So yeah, let's pop these bottles open, or one bottle anyway. Oh shit! And then the next one can follow. And obviously, you know, in keeping with the European thing, I've got a beer glass dedicated to a Welshman, the bootlegger. So yeah, big fan of his. Here we go. I got a good head on that? Yeah, I think I'm alright. Yeah, so let's get out of the wine, shall we? I can't remember what this was like, whether I even drank it or not. In fact, I didn't actually have this when I went to Nando's because it was so dry. I took full advantage of the free refill Coke or the Pepsi Max, I think it was. So I didn't drink the Sagres beer, or the Sagres, I don't know how it's pronounced. Ounces on a postcard here. Yeah, 2 to 3 finger head. It's darkish golden colour, carbonation fucking domination. It's fizzy as fuck. which I kind of expected it to be. Where is it? So this is imported. So it's not one of them shitty fucking English brewed ones where all the you know, everything's watered down. You know, it's not as tasty, it doesn't have as many good ingredients, and the ABV is lower. It's not like this. This is a OG Portuguese beer. So the bottle says anyway. I might be wrong. I have been wrong before. Nonetheless, yeah, this is Sagres. Let's have a smell, shall we? What does it smell like? What does our buddy Sagres smell like? I hope this is good. Yeah, hoppy, peppery, bit of grass. A little bit biscuity as well. Yeah, so this is not bad. I have had the other Portuguese beer in the past, Superbock, the more rare one. And I thought that was, if I remember correctly, just okay, not on special. It wasn't something I'd ever, like, you know, jump through hoops to have. Though they do sell it in B&M, so it is a lot easier to get now than what it was beforehand. I can't remember where I got it from before. Maybe I ordered it online. Maybe I got it from B&M, I don't know. Maybe it's not that rare after all. Oh, who cares? Nonetheless, we know what it looks like, we know what it smells like, but what about the taste? Will it be Sagres Cerveja or Cerveja, or will it be saggy ball bag Cerveja? There's only one way to find out. Bottoms up and up your bottoms. Here we go. Whatever the cheers is in Portuguese for that. Okay. Well, the mouthfeel was, it wasn't weak. It wasn't that full, but it wasn't that weak neither. It was alright. The taste was kind of sweet, you know. That's so yeah, this is not bad. It's got a really light sugar undertone there. That's where the sweetness is coming from. I don't know where that comes from itself, but I'm getting the grassiness and the cereal biscuity vibes that I smelled before. That's in there. Yeah. The carbonation is obviously immense, hence the reason why I sound like a fucking short-circuiting robot. Just when I'm trying to drink it. Yeah, it's not bad actually. Yeah. Well, this is okay. This is okay. I don't mind this at all. Do I prefer this over Superbock? I can't remember what 100% whether I really liked Superbock or whether I really didn't like it, but I'm gonna go with this one. I don't know, I just think it's better. Because Superbock is a lie. It's not a bock. It's just a Pilsner, I think. It's not a bock at all. A bock is completely different. And if you want a bock, go and speak to a German. They'll get you in touch with a decent bock. Do not speak to someone who works for Superbock because it's not a bock. Okay, different kind of beer. I'll elaborate in another video, but you know, this is better. I think this is a Pilsner or just whatever. But it's good. It really is. Yeah. And it's made in Vila Longa in Portugal. This is not too bad at all. Considering it's like it's just the stereotypical Nando's beer, I'd have this again. Yeah, I'd have it again. It's not bad. Yeah. And you get and there's an aftertaste as well. It's not fleeting at all. It actually it lingers, which is good. That's what you want because you know you've had a drink here. Yeah, so would I have this again? Yeah, I definitely would. Would I have it in Nando's? Probably not, because I don't fucking go to Nando's, to be honest. But I've got a little bit of a fun story about a friend of mine once went to Nando's. And this was at the time when they had it was in Liverpool one, they had the fucking the free drink refill machine in the middle of the restaurant itself, so you can just jump up and down and just refill it. This fucking stingy bastard friend of mine got himself a small glass of tap water for free and just drank it, and then kept going over to the fucking Pepsi Max refill machine, you know, fucking minge bag, and he ends up getting caught. So yeah, he's had like 2 little drinks in his little fucking tap water glass, and then like on his 3rd attempt he like brought it back to the table and like the waitress was like, yeah, you're not supposed to be fucking doing that, you know. I mean, it was like, oh yeah, sorry, I didn't know. And they were like, alright, 1 more drink and that's it. He probably was just like, I'll make the most of this one, shall I? You know, probably sipping his little his free Pepsi Max. Yeah. Yeah. You didn't even tip the waiter or waitresses, you know, after that. I would have done just to sort of like, as a sort of, you know, just to smooth things over a bit, because, you know, they're onto you. And you want to be able to go back there and not like get that sort of, that fucking minge bag again. You don't want that, do you? So, yeah, he didn't even try and smooth things over. And I don't think he's been back there since, you know. He's probably going to use the same excuse I use, you know, it's like, oh yeah, it's too dry, the food. But he actually liked it. Whereas I, on the other hand, I just, it wasn't something I'd go out of my way to have. I just tolerated it, you know. Every time I passed, there's plenty of Nando's in Liverpool, and every time I passed one, I had no real desire to go in there. And I like that with a lot of places. Yeah. But that Tim Hortons has opened up. We've got 2 in Liverpool. We've got one by Aintree Racecourse. Well, actually, yeah, one by Aintree Racecourse. Aintree Racecourse. I didn't get the words out there properly at all, and I just sort of, yeah, I slurred it. Again, like I said, I only had these, and I haven't even finished it yet. I'm already slurring my words. Been a long night. No, but yeah. There's one by Aintree Racecourse, and then there's one by Great Holmes Street Market as well. We've got 2 Tim Hortons. The breakfast, I don't think I've really ever had the breakfast, because I'm not really a big breakfast person, but the chicken tenders are quite nice, and they're quite cheap as well, so, you know, yeah, it all evens out in the end. You know, it's not like Burger King, which is a fucking rip-off in this country. You're getting like a fucking meal for yourself, and it's fucking like 15 quid. And it's a fucking burger and chips essentially. You're getting bummed all over the place by a fucking big business that really doesn't need to do it to you. You know. They have one in Bootle, which is like one of the poorest areas on Merseyside, and then they're just like, that's how pricey that place is. Of all the places to do it is in Bootle. That doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah. Whenever I go in there, it's always dead as well. Probably that sort of explains everything, you know, because Bootle's very deprived, Burger King's very expensive, you know what I mean? They could have picked a better place to put a Burger King. You know, put in like Bolton or like, you know, Egbert or Ormskirk. You know, we're all like quite well off. Don't put it in Bootle, you know. Yeah. Nonetheless, all ranting about fast food aside, got some. I'm hoping that there is good news here, football related. Maybe, just maybe, someone's coming to buy Everton. There's some fella, I can't remember his name, apparently he's the owner of Roma, or at least a majority shareholder in Roma. He wants to look into Everton. Mashiri's apparently agreed to everything. Hopefully the Premier League will do the same thing. maybe, just maybe, we might have owners that are not Mashiri or 777 because we don't fucking want them either. They are by all accounts absolute shit. This other guy from Roma, he seems to have his fucking head in the game, though I have been wrong before and I don't want to tempt fate. He is hoping he'll come in and he'll just steady the ship a bit. I mean, you've got Dice there, you've got a team there that's, you know, they're pulling the finger out every now and then, you know, when it matters. You know, the end of that, I mean, the end of last season was a friggin', it was a dream come true, it really was, you know. We fucking turned over so many teams and got a derby win over Liverpool. You know what I mean? I can't argue with that. All the helmets on Twitter fucking saying that Dyche needed to get sacked a few weeks ago after the fucking Chelsea game. You know, no, don't listen to them, you know. Hopefully when our new owner comes in, if it is this guy from Roma, hopefully he won't listen to them fans, you know, he'll listen to the prop fans, not the fucking, you know, the cokeheads who just sit on Twitter all day going, yeah, lad, we need to sack this manager because we found this thing and that thing and that, lad, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, fucking snorts, fucking everything, and then just sits on Twitter raging, you know what I mean? Sending like death threats to fucking opposition players, you know. Mo Salah, lad, I hate you, lad, I'm gonna kill you, lad, mate. You're a fucking cop-out, lad. You know, that kind of thing. You know. That's who Mashiri and Kenwright used to listen to, by the way. Hence the reason why Everton had like 8 managers in the space of like 8 years. They were just sacking them constantly because fucking they were listening to fucking Steve-O EFC 1878 666. And his profile picture was a picture of himself like this. That's who they were listening to, and they were letting them make the decisions for the club. And he ended up in a relegation battle because of it. Sure enough. Yeah, several actually. Hopefully we can steer the ship in a good direction. Hopefully we can turn over a new leaf. Hopefully we won't be as shit as we have been in the last couple of years. Hopefully. I say wearing a jersey that has nothing to do with Everton. Actually, it kind of does, because we have had Everton players who have been Sweden internationals as well. You know, Linderoth, Alex Anderson, Blomqvist, Anders Limpar. That's 4 Swedish internationals we've had. So Sweden's very well represented at Everton. But, you know, and we had 1 Norwegian. Couple of Danes as well, you know. Thomas Muir was the Norwegian, Gravesen and Klaus Thompson was the Dane. Oh, and Per Kroldrup as well. 1 Icelandic, it was Sigurdsson. You know, obviously things didn't end well there, but you know, if he's been found innocent, then you know that's no hatred should be garnered towards that man. At the end of the day, he's been, you know, been through the court of law, and as far as the court of law is concerned, he's innocent. So, you know. Who else? No Finns. Not that I know of anyway. Liverpool have had Hippier and Litmanen. I don't know any Finns that played for them. We tried to get Mart Poom a couple of years ago. He's Estonian, and Estonians are basically like, you know, Finns cosplaying as Balkans. So, you know. What the fuck's going on with this review? I was supposed to be reviewing beer and I just spent the last like 10 minutes talking about 11. Ah, fuck it. This has been a good beer. That's all that matters. I've enjoyed this one. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Fuck it. Signing off. Take care of you.